Quality Digest was at IMTS in Chicago this past September and had the chance to visit Starrett's booth, where we saw some great new products. Starrett has been manufacturing precision measurement and metrology solutions for manufacturing companies for more than 140 years, with the vast majority of them made in the USA. These tools are a mainstay for manufacturers. Here are just some of the many precision solutions we saw. With me in the booth right now is manager of Starrett's Special Gauge division, Andrew Morin. And what is a special gauge?
A special gauge is something that is designed per a customer's application. That's something in our catalog, a tool in our catalog will not already fulfill. So if you need a micrometer, but it's not something in our caliper, you need something a little bit more dynamic than a micrometer, our custom special gauge division makes those. Okay. So it's a specific gauge for a specific application.
Do you have a couple examples you can show us?
I do. So the first one is our bar gauge, or most commonly known as a rail gauge. It measures a diameter from A to B at a specific drop. So we have rest pads that set our datum, and then we have A and B that take our measurement. We could do these at any diameter up to 80 inches or so, okay. And we could do any drop from no drop to 8 or 10 inches or more.
And what's this gizmo?
This is a hot steel gauge. So when you're making hot steel in a foundry and you have to measure the thickness of it, you could take this gauge and go in, squeeze the trigger, wiggle it around, and then pull back out. And then the digital indicator.
And the gauge is on the end, okay.
Yep. So it's designed to keep the operator as far away from the heat source as possible. And they're used in ovens of 1200, 1400 degrees. And it's much faster and much more accurate. It takes a matter of seconds to take the measurement compared to the old way of minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. A precision gauge, but it's mounted on something like, looks like a, just a grabber, right? I mean, that's really interesting. Okay. And you've got something hidden behind you here, which is. Okay, now that's a caliper.
Micrometer.
Oh, micrometer, I'm sorry. That's a micrometer.
Yeah, so this is one of our honeycomb micrometers. It's very, very light. You'd want to hold it, you could.
Oh wow, what's that made of?
It's aluminum honeycomb. So it's the same type of things that floors, yeah, it's the same thing that floors and airplanes are made out of.
Okay.
So this one's accurate to tenths, so 4 decimal places.
Okay.
It's used like a snap gauge, so it'll move this way, or you can use it as a micrometer. And we do these, the largest I've seen so far is 96 inches.
Wow, okay. So if somebody wanted a special gauge and they come to Starrett, how would that process work? How'd they get going on that?
They could email specialgauge@starrett.com, or they could call in and we would talk to them. And what we would do is we'd set them up with an engineer, and that engineer would talk to them about what their problem is and guide them down a solution path. And then we would design that solution for them, provide it to them with a quote, and then if they approve it, we'll start manufacturing of it. And that the engineer will work with them the entire time. There's no 9 different people you have to go through. It's that one point of contact, and we'll handle all of it.
Okay, perfect. Well, Andrew, thanks. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Okay.